Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Paul. You want to come on up and join me? You want to bring Logan? Big step, good. Big steps, aren't they? You want to help me? Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. Our affirmation this morning is, I am part of the prosperity chain. So I am part of the prosperity chain. Can you hold that with me together? I am part of the prosperity chain. And I take that into prayer, that knowing that I am absolutely part of that flow of energy, that flow of prosperity. And prosperity is nothing more than the flow of energy. And so I breathe into that, knowing that as I step into the flow, I become a giver and a receiver. And this morning, I give of my love and my light to those who are here with us today, those who are at home watching us today, those who are at home watching us later this week, and those who are out in the greater community, those who are doing amazing things, those who are finding their own way, those who are supporting others, those who are struggling. We hold each and every person in that divine guidance, finding that guidance in their words, their thoughts, and their actions. And as we settle into this week of Thanksgiving, we allow our hearts to open. We allow ourselves to unclench our fist and open our palms so that we can give and receive both. And we start with giving gratitude to ourselves for all that we do, and so it is. Amen. And welcome to Unity of Mesa, where we enlighten, empower, and energize one another to uplift our world through a greater expression of God. I'm Reverend Judy Hildebrand. We'll try it for a few more minutes. I am Reverend Judy Hildebrand. Come on out. I've got a group of boys today. Okay. So I'm Reverend Judy Hildebrand, and it's my honor to serve as a minister here at Unity of Mesa. And I'd like to introduce our new board members that you folks elected last week, Erica Bowman and Jean Bettis, who will be doing our platform and meditation today. So we honor those women who are willing to sit on this board for the next 3 years and to be part of choosing your next minister. So if we can give them a round of applause. Thank you. And Karen Pfeiffer is our board member of the day today, who's been serving on the board for, this is her 3rd year now? Second year? Second year now. Seems like it's been longer. And our music team is Anthony Mervin, and we're so blessed to have him and his talents with us today. And we're going to start with a mini lesson with our little ones. You know, as part of opening the church up, part of opening that up is to slowly bring our kids back. And so we've got some here. I understand we've got a couple who partied last night and are enjoying sleeping in. But hey, guys, Logan and Paul and Jaden, hey, you want to turn around and look at me a minute? Nope. Hi. Hey, I've got something for each of you. Can you come over and get it? Come on. Come on over. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to give you 2 of these, and you just have to hold on to them. And we're going to talk about them. Do you know what they are? Dollars, absolutely. Come on, come on, come on. And you know what those are? Dollars. Hey, Logan, come here. Do you know what they are? Tell you what, if I give this back to you, Logan, can you pick somebody else out there to give it to? When you leave here, can you find somebody else to give it to? And thank you for giving it back to me. But I'm going to let you keep this. Do you know what you can do with this? You can go to the store and buy stuff, can't you? Uh-huh. Anything you'd like to buy? Uh-huh, yeah. Here, keep this one too. This one's yours too. All right, so why don't you guys sit down right here for a minute? I think they like being up in front. All right. So hang on. Okay, it's mine. He's going to pay it back. Okay, thank you. So we're talking today about pay it forward. Somebody understands the concept. But I don't know what you know about Pay It Forward, but it was a book that was written in year 2000, I believe, and turned into a movie. And the movie is actually on Prime Video now, Amazon Prime and Netflix and all that. And it's called Pay It Forward. And it's about a social studies teacher who goes into his classroom and says, your assignment for the next 6 months is to do something that makes a difference in the world. And they're, 11-year-olds, middle school kids, and they're all going, well, we can't do that. And we know that's not true, right? And so one of the boys, a couple of days later, has an idea. And his idea is he is going to do something for 3 people that they cannot do for themselves. And the only thing he wants in return is that they do it for 3 other people. And they do it. Each of them does it for 3 other people. And so it started a movement. And I remember that time. It was right about the time I was finding church also. But it was this amazing experiment, which has fallen off, and maybe it's time for us to bring it back. And so with you kids, if you are given money and you kept half of it, what would you do with the other half? Who would you give it to? Who would you want to give your money to who maybe could use the money? Can you think of anybody who maybe could use some money? Yeah. Oh, the bank could use your money. The bank is where we have to get our money from and take our money to, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Can you think of anybody else or anything else you'd like to do with your money? Yeah. You could give it to your mom. Mom may need the money. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Would you like to join us? Nope. Okay. We're handing out dollar bills up here, though. You sure? I've got 2 more of them up here if you'd like to come up and get 2. Okay. What's your name, hon? Elia. Thank you. Hi. So we're talking, Elia, about paying it forward. And what would you do if somebody gave you money? What would you do with it? Put it in her piggy bank. And you're safe. Okay, she's got a safe. She saves big time. So we've got a safe, and we've got somebody's giving it to their mom. Somebody is giving it to the bank. So I have a question with you as adults. If we know that money is energy, what do we do with our energy in a way that changes the world? So what can we do with our energy in a way that changes the world? So this is what Pay It Forward is about. It's about energetically changing the world. So Paul, if you give your money to the bank, what do you think the bank does with it? It does what? It makes it, take your mask off and tell me. and then the bank gives more money back to you. The principle of prosperity, right? We put it in, it circulates, and it comes back to us pressed down and multiplied. Yeah. What do you think, Logan? Nope, not yet. Okay. What do you think, Braden? Jaden, so sorry. Jaden, what do you think if you give your mom one of your dollars, what would happen? Here you go, Logan. You want me to help? So, Jaden, what do you think would happen? What do you think your mom's going to do with her dollar if you give it to her? Maybe go to groceries. Or buy you a toy. Okay. Yeah, because I gave it. So I'm opening my hands, I'm giving it, and my hand is still open and I can receive it. If I'm holding on tight to my energy, to my money, to my things, how many of you have more things in your house than you will ever use? Yes, I brought in 10 bags of books to give away this morning that I'm done with. And I'm going, why have I been holding on to them this long? So open up so that you can receive. You can never receive with a closed fist. All right. And what would you do with your $2 if you had to pay it forward and you gave one of them away to somebody to make their life better? What would you do? Don't know. So you get to think about that. So we're going to close this little lesson out. Did anybody learn anything? Little? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to close this out with my favorite song, This Little Light of Mine, because we know we're going into the holiday season and the lights are beginning to shine because it's dark at night for longer periods of time. And we have 4 little lights up here that are shining bright. So if we can start our song, and then kids, when you've heard enough of the music, you get to go join Miss Shannon, who's way back there. You get to ask your mom if you want to go to Sunday school. Sunday school because they're decorating the other building. And then parents can pick them up over there. And so we're going to sing. And guys, if you see anybody in the audience that needs money more than you, you can give your money to them or you can keep it.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Well, hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Well, won't let trouble blow it out, I'm gonna let it shine. I won't let trouble blow it out, I'm gonna let it shine. I won't let trouble blow it out, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Good morning. I have a few things to share with you today. Based on the responses to our survey, we will hold one Christmas Eve candlelight service. The exact time will be announced in the next week or two. For those of you who will watch from home, you can stop by and pick up your holiday celebration bags on either Sunday, December 12th or Thursday, December the 16th. Bags will include candles and an affirmation, paper for the burning bowl service at the end of December, and the white stone for the white stone ceremony in January. We are grateful to the Kessler Education students for putting these bags together. And also save the date. On January the 9th, we have Daniel Namod is going to be back here for the message, music, and an afternoon concert. And on December 2nd, we also have 2 workshops in December. One is on December 2nd. Gretchen Bickert and Sunny O'Rourke, both trained death doulas, will bring us an opportunity to talk about death, taking the end-of-life discussion out of the coffin and into conversation. Death doulas help people create legacy projects or plans for a person's final days and moments, and help create a safe space to do the emotional and soul work needed. Sorry about that. Paper change. To help them prepare for their death, whenever that might be. This workshop will include guided meditation with sound, in-depth discussion about end-of-life planning, hands-on activities, brief presentations, and lots of resource materials, and is for anyone who wants to plan and be prepared for themselves or a loved one. There is a limit to the number of attendees, so please sign up early. Then on December the 4th, Gretchen and Reverend Judy will host Healing Our Grief. This healing workshop is for anyone who has lost a dear one, including a longtime pet, and would like help to move forward with a little more ease and grace. You can find the details, dates, times, registration, and more for all these workshops and events on our Things for You to Know page at unityofmesa.org. Registration for both workshops are also available in our bookstore. If you watch services regularly from home during the service hours, we are looking for a live stream monitor. This is an excellent way to serve and volunteer from the comfort of your own home. Contact Lori, Lori, at lori@unityofmesa.org to learn more about what this opportunity entails. And I want to thank you all for sharing your love and light with us this morning. Please know that your soul is welcome here. And now let's share a guiding statement together to remind us why we are here. Say it with me now. We are here to experience more of the fullness of who we truly are in order to transform the world. All are welcome here. And now let's shift our energy into our space of peace as we prepare for our silent meditation time. Let's breathe in peace and breathe out any anxiety or stress we may be feeling or holding on to. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Have you ever thought about kind words or words of admiration being a form of prosperity? I want you to bring to mind a time when a person complimented a quality they admired in you. You may have received those words in a card or an email, or they may have been spoken to you in person. I'm sure you remember and feel even now the warm, positive energy that filled your whole body as you received those words of admiration. You felt validated and recognized for who you really are. You have the power to pay forward that affirming experience by doing the same for someone else. Giving thanks recognizes an action done for me that I appreciate. Giving praise recognizes a positive quality I admire in someone else. Doing both recognizes what they do as well as who they are. Every person expresses the Christ spirit to some degree. We find ourselves drawn to certain people because we feel a spiritual connection with them. We admire qualities we see in them, such as their kindness, compassion, or courage. We are seeing their Christ spirit within shining through. Giving praise for those qualities we admire is essentially saying, I see and I recognize the Christ spirit in you. It feels good to be thanked for what we do, but it is much more meaningful to receive praise for who we are. So be lavish in giving praise the next time you see the inner light shining out from someone else. In doing so, you are becoming a link in their prosperity chain. Your kind and affirming words have created a powerful spirit-to-spirit connection with that other person. As our affirmation reminds us, I am part of the prosperity chain. Let's enter the silence together now. And as we begin to come back into this room and out of our silent meditation time, let's begin to be aware of our bodies and open up our eyes. As we continue our service, hold this affirmation in your consciousness. I am part of the prosperity chain.
Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors, let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors, let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. I'm not holding it in anymore. I'm gonna shout it out loud. I understand what I'm here for, what this life is about. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. Lending a hand. I said, swing by the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors and let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. There's a voice I've heard for years. I learned to keep it inside. Well, now it's coming in loud and clear. I want a deeper life, 'cause it's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, about service, giving a hand. Oh, swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors, let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine.
Okay, we're trying again. Am I good? So, paying it forward. I think paying it forward is about swinging wide those doors of yours and letting it shine, right? The doors of your heart, opening up and letting it shine. So I thought about this as I was having to put themes together, and I was in Mexico, gone down for a yoga retreat, and the rules were don't bring any money. Bring no money because there's a high probability the police will stop you on the way through town when you cross the border, and they will want a fee for traveling through their town, but it's illegal for them to do that. But if you have no money, you can't give them any. And then when you say, well, we can go to an ATM and use my credit card, they back off because then there's a trail to them. So I had no money. And I decided during the retreat to stay over an extra day because I had that opportunity. And during that extra day, we went into town, and I'm going, I have no money, but I have my credit card. That's fine. Only I hadn't called my credit card company, so you know what they do when your credit card shows up in another country, right? They decline it. So no big deal. Somebody had a little bit of cash and paid for my $4 meal or whatever. And then driving home, we stopped right before we crossed the border, and we ate at this amazing little taco stand, delicious food. And I had $1.50, whatever it was that I ate. And then we went to pay with a credit card for all of it on one card. And he goes, no credit card. Well, at that point, none of us had cash left at that point. And we're going, As we're standing there going, shoot, what's going to happen to us now? We're in Mexico. We bought something, we've put it in our mouth, and we have no money to pay for it. A man walks down the sidewalk and he goes, ladies, let me buy your lunch. And just whips out some cash and pays it. I'm going, we'll pay it forward somehow or other. We will pay it forward. So then as I get home, I'm looking, and all of a sudden all these opportunities show up because I said, I'm going to pay it forward. And all these opportunities to pay it forward shows up. Not necessarily in the way of giving money to pay something, but energetically doing something for someone, sitting with someone, supporting someone as they walk through a difficult time in their life, cleaning out my stuff and moving it out of my house, not just putting it out in my garage, but putting it in the car and then taking it and dropping it off places where it can be used. It's that, can I do in such a way that I am paying it forward? And one of the things we've done here for 5 years now, maybe 6, it's been a while, is spirit groups. And part of what has been so amazing about spirit groups, first of all, is I don't have to prepare the lesson. It comes packaged, and some of them have been really good. Some of them have been okay. A few have been not so good, but it is all about community and about caring and about paying it forward into the community. So one of the things they do in spirit groups is they find a community service project to do. They find a way to go out into the community to do something. So how many of you have been in at least one spirit group? Yeah, lots of you. Okay, so we've got a video. We just finished a spirit group piece, and so we're celebrating our spirit groups today because they are the groups that pay it forward out into the community as representatives of this church, along with the things that we do, which we have, we're supporting Castler Education Center. So for those of you who do not know, we have a school that operates Monday through Thursday, maybe Friday too, some days, who serves special needs children. And they're usually children who going to regular school, even with some special ed services, is not okay for them yet because they have such intense needs. And so Shannon runs the school, and she works with their IEP goals, helping them meet their goals so that they can progress and eventually go back out into the public arena. And so her school is doing a drive to support Mesa High School, who is doing a Christmas breakfast for the community, all the feeder schools. And one of the things the counselor said that is so needed are hygiene items. And so there's a list on our website, and I think the list is on the boxes as you go out also. But they need like shampoo, they need soaps, they need the basics for hygiene. And so if you would like to contribute, we are only collecting through next Sunday. And then it goes and it'll be bagged for families that come to their Christmas breakfast. So that's one of the things that we are doing as a community to pay it forward out. But I'd like to, if we've got it ready, we've got a video to celebrate our spirit groups and all the good that they do for within the community and outside of the community. Maybe.
Group, and we got to do an in-person group, which was really nice. Was to be able to be together again doing spirit group. The topics were very engaging and close to my heart. The various forms of meditation and prayer. It was just a great experience. And get closer and to meet people a little more background and sharing than we normally get in church. Thank you.
The one thing that I totally enjoyed the class is using the stone to help you be mindful. It just helps me be mindful, not only just of everything that I'm doing. Like sometimes before I eat, I have a stone, now I put it in my hand. So I think about that, being mindful about my food, and I really enjoyed that in the class. I'm very grateful that I was able to take this class, and thank you for it.
Well, I really enjoyed this last spirit class. It was really helped me in my practice of prayer and meditation. There's lots of tools, the mindfulness, walking meditation, just being mindful, holding the stone. And the last thing is dancing, which is something I love to do anyhow, and how we could help that, turn that into our meditation practice. And I am very grateful that Unity has offered this class. I enjoyed it very much.
Hi, I'm Ann Schubert, and I've been involved in a number of spirit groups. I participated in 3 of them in my earlier years in the church, and I met some new friends, and learned a lot more about the basics of unity. Now I've taught it for 3 or 4 sessions, and most recently the Touching the Stillness. And I'm still enthusiastic about the new people I meet, the things that I learn. I've learned things that I never even knew were available, and reading some books. And I recommend it to anyone who wants to really become active in this church family.
And this is John Groves, another member of Ann Schubert's Spirit Group, about different ways in which we can touch the stillness. As Paulette Pipe has led us, we've come to experience a variety of ways in which we can bring our minds to heal, if you will, and in the process, be in touch with our inner Christ. And it's always helpful when you have others with whom you can share these different practices and ideas. And believe me, you appreciate everyone who is part of the group all the more as a result of the experience.
Hi, my name is Terry Pelletier. I've been in spirit groups probably for about the last 4 or 5 years at Unity of Mesa. I'm very grateful for all of the encouragement that I get from the facilitators as well as the participants, and the programs that are put forth every single session. It brings out, I guess, the like-mindedness of people, and we come together in order to show our love and light. Thank you, Spirit Group.
Hi, everybody. Recently, I have been going through some health challenges. For years, I have firmly believed that spirit groups benefit all the participants. As a facilitator in past years, I have continued to be blown away by the unique wisdom within each person, which they bring to the group. But this time, I was also touched by the support I witnessed between members and the support I received. What a blessing that has been. Thank you, everybody, for showing up, sharing your knowledge, wisdom, and love. And thank you, Erica, for leading us.
Hello, everyone. I, like my fellow members of this spirit group, have thoroughly enjoyed the opportunity for us to get to know each other, to support each other, and there has been beautiful, loving support. Spirit groups have been a wonderful way for me to get to know fellow members of the church, and that's been such a blessing, along with the lessons that we discuss and learn from. So if you have the opportunity, if you haven't experienced it before, definitely join if you can and give it a try. It's a wonderful experience.
I'm Janet Tully, and I just want to let you know that spirit groups are really a great way to get to know people that have like minds, and the topics are always just what I needed right at that time. Right now we're doing meditation and mindfulness and mindful eating, just many, many different nuggets of truth and just learning ways to have a better life. I want to thank everyone in my spirit group this time. I've learned so much from all of you. I really feel like it's a community of love and support and so much kindness and compassion. So thanks.
Do first service?
What we did was, for service, we went to the Steve group, that was me and Lauren Church, doing the work there, but as our activity and social thing combined yesterday, we made these malas. What they are basically is a prayer bead, if you will, but it's one that is used in particular kinds of meditative prayer. And we each made one. We had the potluck first, and all brought things that were made elsewhere so that we didn't spread germs when we sat outside. But then we all made a mala with the picture you saw at the beginning. That Shane Wilson is a local Buddhist teacher, really, and he has provided this. So we had a good time. John and I were coming together, and Steve was there, so we had a good time. We combined our groups.
So we had combined groups that went out to the food bank first and helped at the food bank. You packaged and repackaged and gave food out. And then you also, as your social piece, sat and made malas with a Buddhist monk who came in. And for you, those of you who don't know, mala is used for praying. And it's that tactile piece that helps embody the prayer into the cells of your body. And then, Janet, you were in a different group, and where'd you guys go? What did you do?
We haven't yet. Next Sunday, we're going to get together for lunch, and we're all bringing socks for a donation. I'm not really sure where, but Erica is going to collect them and drop them off.
Okay, so you guys are collecting socks, bringing in socks, new clean socks for people homeless and shelters and that, because it's really tough here, summer or winter, if you don't have foot protection. So, right. And so every spring and fall, and sometimes in the summer, we usually run 3 spirit groups a year. We go out into the community, and it's not that we just do one thing as a church. We've got multiple groups going out different ways and making a difference in the community. So we definitely pay it forward, and we're blessed to be in an area where there are so many service opportunities. The needs are pretty great out there. And if you would like to do a pay it forward type thing, but you're not sure what to do, there's this thing called Just Serve, JUSTSERVE. It's sponsored by the Mormon Church. And is Judy in here today? No. And Judy Renfro has been our connection. She's from the church around the corner, I believe. And she has connected all of the churches on this block together where we've met throughout the last couple of years and every once in a while and just socially got to know each other. But she's also headed up the Just Serve program. And so what it is any nonprofit that needs something will put their needs up on that list. And you can go to it and they may say between now and 3 weeks from now, we need da-da-da-da-da-da. And especially the places that provide shelter, provide refuge for those who have been domestically abused, provide support for those who are just on the street with no place to go. Their needs will be listed. So it's really an easy place to go, oh, well, it looks like this is consistently a need. Maybe I will pick up an extra bottle of shampoo every time I'm at the store buying shampoo for my family. And I can drop it off wherever it is because there's usually really easy to access places. So just inviting you into that, because whenever you do something that goes out beyond yourself, just like little Logan handed me the $1 back. It's for you. I'm going to pay it back. Anytime you give out, it creates a ripple effect. The gentleman in Mexico created a ripple effect as he paid for our meal with cash. And we felt kind of really silly and stupid, but that's okay. Because all of us left there going, oh, I need to pay something forward. I need to send something else out into the greater community. And I know the other ladies have done something also. And for me, it's to be able to come into you guys and say, can we give in a greater way? And it doesn't always have to be money. There are lots of needs in the community where we just need somebody to be present, or we need hands to pack things up. So invite you to look at that. And how would that feel? And, you know, we've got a song today that we're going to go into after the offering, but the song is Love Isn't Love Till You Give It Away. It's by Devotion. They're no longer together playing, but this is powerful. Hold the love in my heart. It's not love till I give it away. I need to give it to myself, and I need to give it to others. And that shows up by paying something forward. And can I do it in such a way that makes a difference for the people in the world? Can it make a difference for the world? Yeah. And maybe it's something that goes towards education. When I was in Fiji, one of the things I did is they, of course, had a tip jar. And not that the people didn't need it, but the marine biologist I volunteered with was so excited because he had one of the locals wanted to learn more and wanted to be the person who was changing the aquatic situation in Fiji as more and more tourists are coming in and they were bringing in bigger boats and the corals beginning to get destroyed. It was a local who wanted to have the education. And so I started an education fund for the divers there who wanted to get online schooling so that they knew more. And that's a huge ripple. It goes on and on and on. No, it wasn't tons of money. It didn't take tons of money. It just took, here, let's create a fund, set it up as a fund, offer divers a chance to pay it forward because the locals who dive with you are so compatible, so competent, and they are so careful with you that you never feel like you're in danger, even when the sharks swim by or anything else. It's just there, just right there and comfortable and at ease in the water. And so I can pay it forward. And maybe Fiji, 15, 20 years from now, is a place that tourists still want to go to that hasn't been overrun and destroyed. So that's my piece, and I'm going to close it up there. Hope you guys that I triggered something in your brain that makes you go, huh, let me think. This is Thanksgiving. This is when I give thanks. And instead of going, oh, it's Thanksgiving, this is when I need to give thanks, let me find something to give thanks for, can I instead create gratitude within so that I live from gratitude, and it comes forth from me in ways that keep my hands open to give, my hands open to receive, so that it's a continual cycle. And I increase the potency of everything I do as I step into that cycle. So I invite you, find an opening and jump right in. Thank you.
What a wonderful thing to think about as we kind of move into Thanksgiving, is paying it forward and being thankful for who we are, what we have, that we're able to give. And we are very grateful for all of the gifts that have been given to this church. It's allowed us to kind of move forward as we're kind of moving into this new age. You know, things are changing, in case you hadn't noticed. It's always change going to happen. And really appreciate all of the gifts and the givers. There's multiple ways to give to the church. And one is the Venmo app on your phone. So you can set it up and just be able to give that way. You can, and if you need any help figuring out how to do that, you can actually contact Lori. And also, Amazon Smile and Fry's Rewards, they actually have you can designate the church as a charity that you can give to. And I mean, it's kind of interesting when I buy anything on Amazon, I'll say how much I've donated to the church. So it's a nice way to say, yes, I'm paying forward and I'm also purchasing things. As a board member, I want to just let everybody know that we are deep in the process of finding a new minister, and everything is kind of going as planned. It's been a really interesting process, but the search committee has been doing interviews, the board will be doing some interviews, so we're kind of moving forward with this process. So I just want to say that we are abundantly blessed at the Unity of Mesa and really thankful for all of the support that we all get. So I want to say our offering prayer. You can say it with me. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Really fits with this whole paying it forward. There's so much need in the world. So figuring out how you might be able to do that this year and next. But thank you all.
Well, I didn't hear it, so I started to doubt you. You couldn't feel it, so you just lost your way. We'll never find it if we don't get it out there. It's not love till you give it away, give it away, give it away. It's not love till you give it away, give it away, give it away. It's not love till you give it away. It's not a treasure you keep buried within you. It's not a bankroll you save for a rainy day. It's not a lifeboat if you don't use till you're sinking. It's not love till you give it away, give it away, give it away. It's not love till you give it away, give it away, give it away. It's not love till you give it away.
So after service today, check out the bookstore. All of the Christmas items are 50% off. The art wall in the family room also has things for sale, and enjoy the garden. You're also invited, if you want to give something away, you are also invited to give a little bit of your time away right after church. Lori is available to help us decorate for Christmas because next week is the beginning of Advent. It's fast, isn't it? Seems like it shouldn't be here quite yet. Chaplains are available for one-on-one prayer. John is here, Sharon is here, and you can meet them in the sanctuary or out in the garden. And so let us stand together for the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Have a blessed Thanksgiving, everyone.
Well, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.